Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you doing on this Wednesday?
Beautiful.
It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday morning.
Yes, it is Wednesday.
Craziness. We had some
Yesterday
torrentials.
was crazy, yes.
Yeah, those storms turned into thunderstorms last night, guys.
Hail.
If you saw my Instagram,
Tornado.
that was just a small little bit of what we went through. TQ went to Target with Miley to get her shopping done for Washington, D.C. trip. And they had a tornado warning come over and they rushed them all into the back of the Target store.
Yep,
so
they said stop shopping, go back to the men's department, we're not checking you out. And it only lasted about 25 minutes maybe.
I did want to say the women on your comment on the Facebook, I'm a little disappointed in. They're like, hey, no problem with the tornado warning, at least you got Starbucks, it could be worse.
Right.
You know, hey, this didn't stop me from shopping. I mean,
yeah, well, they didn't know that we couldn't shop because they were like, stay in the back, like you can't go anywhere.
I'll just take not a tornado warning.
Yeah, well,
anyways.
He thought he saved money yesterday, but.
Anyways, we got Lathan here. Good morning, Lathan. Good morning. Also, we were trying to get some stuff done, but Lathan showed up a little bit early to work this morning. We found the Darwin's grip. Well, I should say TQ located it. We knew we had one. We could not find it. We've been searching with the little bit of time we had. Couldn't find it. So we're going to give Lathan a go on that today. See how much he likes it so that we can take a little bit of that pressure off of his lower back having to hunch over being so tall. Also, I was doing a quick blade swap. I call this cheating, okay? Because we didn't clean the decks out. We didn't scrape them out. But with as wet as it's going to be, there was really no point because it's just going to plug right back up. So we just did a quick blade swap real fast. I was trying to get it done, but hey, it turned into a training session for Lathan. He had never swapped blades before, and he did phenomenal. He hopped right in there and got them done. So enough chit-chatting and yip-yapping. We got to get some work done, make some money. Let's go. All right, guys, got to call customer back real quick.
Hello?
Hi, is this?
Yes, it is.
This is Sean Spencer with Spencer Lawn Care giving you a call.
Yeah, what happened to you yesterday?
Yeah, the old rain caught up.
I canceled my lunch date to stay home and wait for you.
My apologies. We got caught up in that storm pretty good and just got caught up.
Yeah, you should give me a call, man. I still could have gone to my luncheon.
Sorry about that. How about I buy you lunch? Would that be okay?
How about you give me a good price on my yard?
I can probably do that for you. I'm going to head your way here in about 10 minutes. Is that going to be okay for you?
Perfect.
Okay,
perfect.
Is your dog put away? I know you said you had a big one.
He's sitting right here. I'll put him in his kennel.
Okay, we'll be that way here shortly.
Thank you, Sean.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. So hey guys, anytime you make a mistake, like I got wrapped up and didn't get to this estimate that I promised this lady, you can tell she was a little upset. You got to talk to people, you got to own up to it. It's better to be truthful and just own up to it and take care of it as best you can and get it done. So that's where we're heading. To be honest with you, I don't know if we're gonna be able to mow.
Pretty squishy.
Sinking in here. We will find out.
We could just take Lathan back and he can scrape all the decks.
Right. Anyways, guys, so the way we do it, I had to come out here and meet her because, like you've already seen, I missed her estimate yesterday. I was supposed to meet her here, and with the rain, it kind of just threw everything off. And yeah, I messed up. I offered to buy her lunch though to recoup it. She said no, just give me a good price, which we can do that. You know, we're fair, we're competitive. Simply, we use the Element software, guys, to map everything out. This thing is gigantic. So there's some hay bales you can't see, but they're all the way out back there at the bottom of the hill. comes across. She only wants the front of the barn over here behind me that you probably can't see, and there's a big shed over here as well. She wants those, she only wants the fronts of them trimmed because behind it's like all grown up field, like old farmland and stuff. So once I get to my desk, we'll map this one out on Element software, and we'll go ahead and plug it in. Basically, it'll come out and it'll map out the entire square footage. We'll reduce the size of the house from the overall square footage, and then it'll tell us what is mowable, because yeah, it's a 2.5 acre lot here, but if you take the house out, it might be a 2 acre lot. So not a ton of trimming, ditch up front, a couple barns, trees and stuff, but around the house it kind of tapers down, so a lot of that'll have to be trimmed. We won't be able to get real close to it, but other than adding in some hourly labor rate to that estimate, we'll get it taken care of.
The tools, if we need to adjust that any.
All right guys, Lathan and TQ are gonna get trimming. Gonna knock this baby out here. We'll see once we get done here if Lathan likes that Darwin's grip or not. He's definitely standing up straighter. Alright guys, so I went ahead and just loaded the trailer up. It's only 2 houses down. They're literally right there where that car is. They can just walk down as soon as they're done blowing off. Gotta keep rocking. We got a lot to get done before bad weather comes back.
Alright, so we just finished up blowing off the house back here, and our next one is literally right down the road. So we're just walking right to it. Sean's already started mowing. We'll hop in with the trimming and be done with it. Grass is nice and thick and wet. This morning, I don't know if it would be cutting through this really well. A decent little hill he's going up and down. On the trimmer and help out here. Doesn't seem like he's hunching over as much. Hopefully that's helping out for him.
just working a little bit of clumps out of the front yard where it just clumped up on us. Up here it gets super tall. Back here it's not as bad. As you can see, no clumps at all back here. Lathan's getting the mower cleaned off just so we don't take too much of it out into the road. But just right up by the mailbox there's a little bit, and right over there, and a little bit right in front of that telephone pole. So she's just gonna go across real quick and work the yard, we call it, and basically just takes those little balls of clumped of grass and disperses them out into the lawn, just like that right there. A little bit more work, a little more time consuming, not what we prefer, but taking 1 or 2 minutes to knock a few of the clumps out real quick and break them down keeps us working whenever it's super wet like this. And right now we just got to do what we got to do because we're already about a half day behind from yesterday. Trying to play catch up right now. So real quick, Lathan, what do you think of the Darwin's grip real quick? Nice. You like it? Keeps the strain off the back a little bit more?
Yeah, it's like faster.
Absolutely, man. Cool. So Lathan likes the Darwin's grip. That's what I've always heard. TQ and myself, we didn't really prefer it other than when you're like trimming over a hillside into a ditch. It helped us be able to reach further without having to bend as much. But for taller people, Lathan's probably 6'2", 6'4", somewhere in that range. And I'm only saying that because he's standing right next to TQ right now. And she's like 5'4". So he's got to at least be 6'4", I'm assuming. So for taller folks, taller guys, taller gals, definitely going to give them that extra reach. So good to hear that he likes it. Also, I almost forgot. You guys can pick it up in the link down in the description. Ballard sells them. Use code Spencer and it'll save you 10%. Yes, that is an affiliate code. So I will receive 5%, I believe it is. Something like that. It works out a little bit, but it helps. And it helps save you money as well. Trimming chain link fence is probably one of the hardest things to get down whenever you're trimming. So I noticed here as I was mowing, Lathan changing back and forth in between trimming styles. So I wanted to take a second here and teach him a little bit more.
I was switching back and forth to see which one was faster.
Yeah.
Like just walking down versus that. So I was just waiting to see if you'd say anything because I don't know which is faster.
Yeah. Well, you got to figure out what works for you too. Not everybody's technique is the same, you know? So Savannah, she's really good. She's really good like this. She'll come right along it just like that. Me, not so well. Buildings, sidewalks, stuff like that, I can do that perfectly fine, but chain link fence, because your line's spinning this way, it kind of wants to go in to the fence.
As soon as you hit it, it goes sucks right in.
Right. So what I do,
but I see her do that last time maybe faster, because I know she did it last time like that.
yeah, she'll come.
Get everything perfect.
Yeah, she can go like that. Me, I prefer.
That's what I was trying to figure out. That's what I was trying to figure out which one I liked. Because the last time, the other Monday, the commercial area,
Yeah.
I was able to do it both ways, and I couldn't tell if it was faster or not.
So the biggest thing is just pay attention to where your line's hitting. So like you hear that? That's it hitting the fence. Go down a little bit lower. Just go right underneath of it. All right, so I want to stress to you guys real quick. Not every single way that trimming techniques are done is going to be proper for you. Like I was just explaining to Lathan, TQ does it one way, which she's picked up on and she's phenomenal at. I can't do it like that very well along fence lines. So I change it up a little bit with fence lines, and then I'll revert back to how TQ does it, how I originally taught her 5 years ago how to trim, you know, walking with it. Because if you guys don't know, straight shaft trimmers like Lathan's using, they spin counterclockwise. So the trimmer head is spinning like this, okay? So if you can imagine your string going like this as you're trimming. Now, if you have a curved shaft trimmer, they actually spin clockwise, okay? So it'll spin the opposite way. Hence why if you put an Echo speed feed head on and you put it on and it pulls your string in when you bump it, you need to flip the internal guts over so it pushes the line out. They make those so that they're compatible with straight shaft and with curved shaft trimmers. But just know, do what's best for you, do what's your fastest whip. I've seen a million different techniques. I've seen people that trim left-handed. Mike Nussbaum, he actually does that a lot. We get asked all the time, do we charge extra for bed maintenance? Absolutely, guys. Lawn care is one thing. Bed maintenance, mulch beds, rock beds, whatever kind of beds you have around a home, around a commercial property like this, if you're doing extra work and it's causing extra time, that's labor, which costs you money as the business owner, you absolutely need to be charging extra for it.
So right here, I went ahead and trimmed it up just because it is the entrance of the business and you want to make it look as presentable as possible. So I went ahead and just trimmed this corner out here. Nothing on the other side because they put that barrier up for a reason and I'm not going on the other side of that. So yeah, I got that all taken care of. We're about finished up here. So as Sean was riding away on this lawnmower, he pointed out we got a new obstacle here to trim around. I'm assuming they probably put it in for the new building because there's a few more that way.
Hey, real quick guys, I just got a good text. So our dealer where we got the 22 at, he just had another company that had ordered, I think it was 5 or 6 trucks. They ordered 5 or 6 trucks and their truck came in and they backed out on the deal. So we might have to do a little something here shortly because you got to get it while you can get it, guys, right now. I know some of you were asking in yesterday's video, you know, why aren't we trimming cracks, this and that? We do on certain properties, guys. We always tell the customer we prefer for them to kill it themselves because we don't do weed killer. Right. You have to have a herbicide pesticide license in Ohio. With that being said, if they're excessively growing, like a foot tall, we'll go in and knock them down occasionally, maybe like once every 3 weeks or a month, whatever. But if they're not going to take care of them, we're there to take care of the lawn and the landscaping if that's what they pay us for. Mm-hmm. We're not there to take care of the parking lots. You know, this company here, for example, they pay us to take care of everything, the landscaping, keep the cracks out of the parking lot, keep them trimmed down. Not everybody cares as much about their landscaping as other people. Not everybody wants to kill every weed in their lawn like everybody else, you know. Some people don't mind dandelions, you know. Other people,
they're so pretty.
Yeah, other people absolutely hate them and will pay to get rid of them. It's really just finding out what services you can offer your customer and then taking care of those services that they want you to take care of. You just don't want to go in there and, you know, be Captain Save-A-Lawn or something like that. You know, if they're not willing to pay you for it and your time for it, you know, don't even worry about it, guys. That's the thing. You can ask them, hey, Miss Smith, would you like to get for us to take the weeds out of your lawn? Hey, Miss Smith, would you like for us to trim the weeds out of your cracks if they're excessive? Now, most lawns that we take care of, guys, there's not a ton of those weeds in those cracks. Right. But if there are, we will go ahead and take care of them if it's not going to be too time consuming. So let's move on, Tiki.
Let's go. Sean's on the phone with the truck dealership, talking truck. But Lathan's gonna mow this one here. There is one thing that we have to show him on the property, because if you hit it with the blade, it's not gonna be pretty. So it used to connect to the pole and then they moved it. So it's basically like one of those, but they tried to cut it off.
And they didn't just pull it out?
And they didn't. No, so just be careful. Just go around it. We typically just trim around it anyways. So, yeah. Looks like they've gotten stuck a couple times in this yard here. Make it their own parking lot.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find.
Alright guys, so I'm sure you caught it there. I'll try to slow it down for you. Lathan went for his first ride over the hill. I literally hung up on the guy I was on the phone with. I was like, gotta call you back, emergency. Yeah, I looked over and just saw him just kind of let it go, which is perfect. That's what you want to do. But good thing is too, me and Savannah were coming over here to help him push it out real quick, and he just pushed it right on out. That's the good thing about the grandstands, guys, is, you know, if you got a little strength and they get stuck, you can get them out. So, how was that? You all right? Hey, you handled it perfect though, man. If it ever goes over the hill, shut the blades off or just take your hands off and let the machine go. Because we can fix machines, we can fix bent blades, all that stuff. Exactly. We can't replace fingers and hands and legs. Or you. Or you. Or me.
Or you, yes.
All right. All right, I just turned my GoPro on here, Dominic, so I'll record a little bit. I just wanted to let you know, and then sure. I'll plug in those other trucks as well. Do you want me just to put those build sheets on there so people can see them?
Absolutely. Yes. Just, you know, I'd like to be the person that deals with them, that's all, but yeah, for sure. Put my name in there. You can put my cell phone number in there. Whatever you need to do.
Okay.
I really appreciate that.
The 330-331?
Yep, 5705.
Got it.
All right, snowplow prep package. Yeah, you're right. Computer selected springs, snowplow application, 200 amp alternator. So we did upgrade the alternator to the 240 on this build sheet. Not available on the trimmer, 240 amp.
Yeah, they normally won't let you put it on like the Raptor or the trimmer package or just a few of those packages like the Ranger, nothing like that. But the Super Duty, it should.
All right, it does, yeah. So it does come standard with the 240 alternator with the gas engine, but I don't see the snowplow prep package including an additional battery though. So I think that might be the one thing it doesn't have. I wonder if it's something we can add after the fact.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure it's not a big deal.
Okay, cool. All right, your name's on it. Good.
All right, brother. You got the down payment. It's good to go?
Yeah, I'll run it in the morning.
All right, just let me know when we can expect for it to come in. And then if you want me to as well, I'll bring the 16 out and you guys can take a closer look at it. And then, you know, we can kind of go from there.
Right.
You know, just with the market right now, like I said, you know, it's almost more valuable for us just to keep it than, you know, trade it in. But, you know, if we can work out a deal where it's good for both of us, you know, we can look at it.
Sounds good. Okay, sounds good.
All right, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day off. I appreciate you calling me about those trucks, though.
For sure. I knew. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I thought you were the first call. Yep.
Cool, brother. I appreciate it, man. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dominic. All right, guys. So we just bought another truck. So I've been working on this now off and on for probably the last 3 hours or so. And it's not the exact truck that I wanted. It has some things that I really don't want in a work truck, but then it also has the things that I do want in a truck. So it has a snowplow prep package. It's the, you know, 3/4 ton pickup truck. I'll wait till we go pick it up, guys. It should be here real soon. Once we have an expected delivery date, that would be good. So what happened is a lawn care company, I'm not going to put their name out there, they went in and ordered 5 or 6 trucks. And I'll put the build sheets up here as well, guys, because there's still going to be like 4 or 5 more trucks that are available. Most of them, I believe, were diesel. Don't hold me to it. But they all have different packages. Some are, you know, a little bit nicer or have a little more accessories. So this company went in a while ago before Ford Super Duty shut down the whole Super Duty line for 2022. If you don't know, right now you cannot order a new truck through Ford. They won't even allow you to place a sheet, you know, to order like we did, or place an order to get a truck. You have to wait till the end of 2022 or 2023 to place an order if you want to get one, unless you get lucky and find one on the lot. So we tried to buy one a month ago. They told us, no, we couldn't place the order. This is at Ford. And so then I told Dominic, which sold us our 22, I said, look, you know, because he said, hey, sometimes people order trucks. They come in, they back out, they do this, they do that, whatever. Well, that's exactly what happened. This lawn care company bought 5 trucks, I believe it was, for like almost like $400,000 or over $400,000. And they called in and said, hey, look, we don't need these trucks now. They can't get bodies in them. You know, they can't get employees for them, whatever. So they backed out of the deal. Well, Dominic knew I was looking for one. He called me up and he said, hey, Sean, he said, I have this truck coming. It might be the only one you can possibly get on. That's what you're kind of looking for. It's not exactly, but it's close and it will work. Are you interested? I said, absolutely. Absolutely. So, we're going to potentially keep the 16, potentially sell the 16 or trade it in. We're going to wait to work the deal. Just simply, as of right now, our numbers don't work for what I think the truck is worth versus what they can give me for the truck, which is totally understandable. So we might end up keeping it. We might trade it in. We might just outright sell it because I still do owe money on it. We finance all the trucks through the business just because that's the smartest way to do it at this point. With that being said, we ordered a truck. I'm not going to tell you any more about it. It'll be in soon enough, and I'll take you guys whenever we go to get it. But yeah, problem solved, and that was something that's been really, really stressing me out. Just simply, guys, you have to have good quality vehicles unless you have an in-house mechanic or you're very mechanically inclined to work on your vehicles. But I'll be honest with you, even that is becoming harder to find because these vehicles are not meant for you and I to work on anymore. They do things to them that make them very, very hard, and there's a lot of electronic components that your average mechanic, you know, like my uncles and my dad and, you know, even me to some extent, you know, could work on. Now you just don't even want to touch them because it'll cost you big time. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the end of this video here. TQ just had to run to the bank. We had just checks piling up. And yeah, big news, man. It's like almost 3:30. We couldn't work anymore. We were just tearing stuff up, saturated. We did what we could. But yeah, got a truck ordered. Big, big news. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys. We'll talk to you later. TQ up. Peace. Bye-bye. Little tip for you guys. Call your local dealers. If you can't place an order, ask them to put you on the list if somebody happens to cancel. It took a month for me, but it worked out in the long run.